It's Wednesday, October 10th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, officials with Fortis BC urging customers to conserve the use of natural gas, that in the wake of Tuesday's pipeline explosion north of Prince George. The pipeline has been shut down, meaning about 700,000 customers in northern BC, the Lower Mainland and Vancouver Island could be directly affected by a shortage. While Okanagan customers won't be affected, Utility Vice President Doug Stout says gas can be diverted to help those affected. The shortage is also having an impact in Washington State. An aircraft missing since 1987 has been located near Clearwater. Search efforts to locate a missing Alberta plane last month led to the discovery, according to RCMP Corporal Dan Moskaluk. The Joint Rescue Coordination Center has been searching for a missing aircraft from Stony Plain, Alberta, when crews came across another crash site near Coastal Lake in Wellsgrey Provincial Park back on September 18th. The plane had apparently departed from Salmon Arm. Kelowna could be one of the big winners once cannabis is legalized next Wednesday. According to a report from Remax Commercial, Kelowna and Edmonton are both expected to see positive commercial growth in the coming months. Prices for commercial real estate in Kelowna anticipated to see an uptick as approval for cannabis retail licenses will be extremely competitive amid high demand once the substance becomes available. Kelowna has already identified more than 900 potential zone sites for dispensaries. If you light up a joint in public in West Kelowna, it could cost you big. The city approved a bylaw Tuesday which bans consumption of cannabis everywhere except on private property. That means in your home or yard. Council approved a $500 fine for those caught breaking the bylaw. An Oliver volunteer firefighter avoided a criminal trial Wednesday by entering a peace bond related to an incident in May of last year. Travis Bolenbach had a single count of unlawfully being in a dwelling dropped by the Crown in exchange for a 12-month peace bond. He'll have to avoid any contact with his neighbor, the complainant in the case. Today is World Mental Health Day, and the Vernon branch of the Canadian Mental Health Association wants people to know that help is near. Julia Payson, Vernon branch executive director, said there's a variety of free programs, including how to help loved ones with mental health issues, how to take care of yourself, workplace programs, and student programs, to name a few. They also run a round-the-clock crisis line. Civic Election Day is still 10 days away, but those who want to vote and cast their vote early, those advance polls are now open. Polls will be open until 8 o'clock Wednesday at designated advance polling stations. Other advance polls are available at other times between now and October 20th. Check Castanet for a list of dates and locations. The recycling compactor at KGH is on the fritz again. It's the third time in less than a year the machine has stopped working. Piles of recycling are stacking up in the back of the hospital after the compactor broke down September 30th, just a few weeks after the 3-year-old compactor had previously broken down. The manufacturer has apparently now agreed to replace the entire hydraulic ram system after the most recent problem. The owner of the Alberta trucking company involved in the fatal Humboldt Broncos bus crash has been charged. Alberta Transportation Minister Brian Mason says Sukhinder Singh of Adish Doel Trucking Limited is charged with non-compliance with federal and provincial safety regulations over a 6-month period. And Hurricane Michael slammed into the Florida Panhandle on Wednesday with potentially catastrophic winds of 155 miles an hour. It's one of the most powerful storms ever to hit the U.S. mainland. Michael blew ashore near Mexico Beach, which is a tourist town about midway along the Panhandle, a lightly populated 200-mile stretch of white sand beach resorts, fishing towns, and military bases. The storm appeared to be so powerful that it is expected to remain a hurricane as it moves over Georgia early Thursday. Okanagan weather warm during the day, but a hint of some morning frost for the balance of the week and into the weekend. Highs expected in the mid-teens, lows near zero, more slightly below. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, Kelowna's journey home gets political, and the city's mayoral hopefuls at it again. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.